We planted some things, guys, and I want to show you guys what we got into the ground because I'm pretty excited about it. First of all, hi to all the new gardeners out there. This is Lane Vids. We're all about building a food forest, establishing that food forest in your backyard so that you can create some of the most delicious and most high quality food for you and your family. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. So we went to the store the other day and we bought a whole bunch. Are you telling everyone hi? Say hi. We went and got a whole bunch of plants, and yesterday we got them into the ground. But before we show you all that, got the old composter here. Beckett likes to try and tumble this thing, which is pretty cute. But this is doing really well. I haven't really done much except tumble it every now and again. And the quality of this is getting really good. It's a lot of moisture in the air right now, so it's a little bit more wet than normal. But the other day, this was really nice, good quality stuff there. So I'm very excited about this. And then on this side, I just left it more dry than anything. And this is going to be, I think, a good top spread to put, like I'm going to put down this first around the plants, and then I'm going to put this around it, which I think would be a nice delivery system, if you will, for the plants that we put in. I just haven't had a chance to get them all down into there. So if you guys want to check out that composter too, it's the Yimby Tumbling Composter. I'll link it up down in the description below. You can go read other people's reviews about it, but for the price and for how long I've had it, it's probably one of the better ones out there. And then we also have this compost pile right here as well for some of the bigger stuff that doesn't get put, or if we're letting that sit for a little while, which is what we're doing right now. But we threw some oranges that we got in there, some asparagus right there. And I've been kind of churning this up a little bit, trying to at least, right in this area. I still want to make this thing like a garden area, but Krista told me that there's a lot of poison ivy that's kind of growing into there. So we need to deal with that. It's kind of been a problem here in our food forest, is a little poison ivy coming through there. Doesn't seem like any of the oranges are coming back on the orange tree right here. We are getting some critters here though, if you can see that little guy. Should we give him a name? Furbus? We'll call him Furbus. Hey Furbus. But the orange tree's looking good, still healthy, strong. Didn't give a second round of production, which I was kind of surprised by. And then the other two trees right there, we have that one right there and that one right there. They lost their leaves, so they kind of have gone dormant. But let's go on over here to the boxes. The kids, whenever we went to the store the other day, we go to a local guy here called the Urban Naturalist, and whenever he had the kids, they were like, oh, if you help me do this, I'll give you some plants. And so he gave the kids some plants. We got a nasterium right there, and we have some lettuce right here. So we're very excited to see. And then of course Amelia wanted to fancy it up with some fancy flowers that she found, some fancy petals, so she did that. So we have those two in there, but the main creme de la creme is way over there. Let's go get to it. First of all, we got the blueberry bush right here. The kids decided to dig some holes into the ground here for no apparent reason, so we got a couple of holes. But they had fun digging in the dirt, which always makes me happy, and Beckett got to dig in the dirt as well. The elderberry bush, still looking really healthy and strong right there. Kind of curious to see what happens with this, but looking good. But this is the new stuff. Very excited about all this. We got cauliflower, we got Brussels sprouts, we got strawberries, we got lettuce, we got, oh gosh, so much in here. Just really curious to see how this actually comes through. I've been wanting to grow strawberries for a long time, so I'm really hoping that those do well. And these cruciferous plants are, what do you call them? Brassicas. Right there, those three, and that one back there. I think that they're going to do really well as well. I've actually, a long time ago, I grew some broccoli. It's a little tough, but I think if your soil's good enough, then it will work. Probably going to come through and put some of that compost on there, a little top layer around that as well. And then also over here, we kind of cleaned up this. As y'all can see, the banana plant, I took some scissors to it. I was trying to use pruners to chop your leaves, but it wasn't working very well. So I got just a regular pair of scissors and I cut all the dead leaves off. I was reading that if I cut it about a foot high, that it should grow back. So I need to find something that can really get just a solid chop right there. I haven't found anything yet. If y'all guys have any suggestions. As we were planting and cleaning up, we found this rosemary bush right here. So very excited about that. We're gonna see what happens with that. It looks like it's gonna be really good. Yeah, and we planted some borage right there and some other herbs. We're kind of making this an herb garden right here, so there's lots of herbs in there. Honestly, I don't even know exactly. I kind of let Krista take the reins on the herbs right here, but there's maybe some thyme, or no, it's not thyme. I don't know what that little plant is right there, but we got a lot of good herbs and some lettuces in there, and this comfrey right there should grow back. We're not too sure about this yet, this basil. We're gonna let it just sit there and see if it springs back to life. Same thing with the roselle. I really want this thing to grow back. I just don't know how well it's going to do. We spent a lot of time getting rid of this stuff right here. This is alligator weed, and that's what was growing in there. But we did a really good job of kind of cleaning it up and getting it looking a little bit better. Kind of made like a U pattern around what we already had established here. And this thing's doing really well. Very surprised by that. But cool thing here is this is doing well. We found the rosemary in there. We figured out the banana tree, and we got some stuff into the ground. So that's super awesome. We still got the milkweed here. In fact, we found a butterfly the other day that had just come out of its cocoon, and it was like struggling to get its wings going. So we brought him inside because it was a cold day. As you can tell, it's not that cold today, but tomorrow it's gonna get colder. We're expecting some rain, which will be good for all the plants that we just put down. But the butterfly, we put it back outside, and I saw it on the plant the other day, and it was like flourishing and doing great. So that's super exciting. Glad to see that we could have a habitat for that type of stuff. Over in the back here, oh, I gotta show y'all the upgrade that I did, or I guess the fix that I did. First of all, I used the bamboo stakes that I've talked about before, all linked up down in the description below if you guys want to check out these little bamboo stakes and some clips. I got my asparagus nice and propped up. I even propped up this pepper tree, although it looks like it's about to be, it's done. I think it's lasted long enough. We need to put something in here, but over here, I got the staple gun back out, and I boom, 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 stapled all these things, every single wire. This makes a great little easy trellis if you have it that can go on the back of a wooden fence. So if you have a wooden fence and you want an easy trellis, just simply put some of this wire fencing up, and that works fantastic. I also did this on the other side over there where we had just planted too. I just forgot to show it to you guys, but it was kind of coming off, and so I fixed that. If you guys want to see the stapler we use or whatever, I'll link it all up down in the description below. The apple tree is actually getting taller. It's taller than me now, so that's super exciting. I'm very excited to see how this thing grows, because it's actually looking quite good. And look, the blueberry bush, although it's not season right now, it's still flourishing and doing well, so I'm very excited about that. You have a lot to say. Hey, you have something to say? Yeah? Yeah, you have everything to say. And then, let's see, back on over here. This is the trellis that I was talking about, where I just stapled this all back up right here so that we could have some good climbing area for things. One thing that we're thinking about doing is creating a big giant archway over the driveway right here. So if you guys want to see if that comes to fruition, make sure to click that subscribe button. And if you guys are liking what we're doing here, you know, we're all about building that food forest. Make sure to click that subscribe button. That thumbs up is always appreciated. Let me know down in the comments below, what are you guys planting right now? Louisiana, we have a long growing season, and this is really more like fall for us. Whenever you guys say winter, it's like fall for us. So we have a lot of growing time. So if you guys want to follow along with the food forest, make sure to click that subscribe button. I'm going to put some more videos right here on the screen. You guys can click some of those videos, last time's video, the video from the beginning, maybe some gardening supplies that I've done reviews of. Go and check out some of those. I'll see y'all in those videos. Thank you. Thank y'all for watching, and keep gardening and composting stuff. Bye.